Generic greetings and welcome to Construction Plus Prison Architect Alpha 27 episode 5. In the previous episode I rage quit the game. I genuinely rage quit so hard I had to stand up and walk off. It was just totally and utterly infuriating. The saga of putting in the solitary cells in this security room was eventful, and TLDR, long story short, it didn't work. It was so unbelievably annoying that I'm done with it. I'm just not having solitary. I cannot be bothered. If we do have solitary, I'm just going to put a separate room here and call it a done, because I can't be arsed anymore, because it was just pissing me right off. Anyway, we'll see what happens with that, but yeah, needless to say, I don't understand why putting a brick wall around here, for some reason, then classes it a separate room 1 minute and then doesn't for another. There's been everybody in the comments, right, who've said, you know, this is why, and I can guarantee you, I've tried every single one and not one of them has worked. So, actually having it as separate rooms, using, or not designating this one before that one, or doing it the other way around, having a separate path, which is not holding cell going around here, which then makes that a different area, having several entrances on one side, pretty much every solution people have said, it just not worked for me, and in all honesty, I just don't care anymore. So, I am going to leave it. It's, alpha game is alpha. I'll keep reminding myself of that fact, because otherwise it's going to, just spoil the game. It's just gonna, you know, it's just gonna drag on and on and on. I just have to understand that there are limitations and whatnot. And obviously, working around the quirks was always a big part of, Prison Architect. Anyway, what I'm doing at the moment is just connecting up the door servos that we put in last episode. Now, obviously, some of them aren't wired up electricity-wise, and some of them are also not working there, and it's just the game's just dying. There we go. Right, there's all that connected up to a door servo, so they can actually walk freely past all of these. Excelente. So, security station's back to where it is. We're on day 24, currently 7 hours 5 minutes of total playtime there. 14,938 generic units of currency. What I'm going to do with that is go to rooms and then sell and clicky clicky draggy draggy on the entire row of cells here. And then we need to put in some beds. So we're just going to shove them in pretty much like that, up and down, up and down. Now obviously they've got large steel doors on them, and these will be a different layout to any of the others that we've put in so far. So it needs to be... Which way does it need to be? It needs to be so that they're not just there, actually. All the way along like that. I do like these very large cells with the large entrances. That should do it. And if I'm lucky, it runs straight through the water pipe, which it does. There you go. So we won't even have to plumb them in, assuming it connects up. Okay. Anyway, that was, are they working now? Yes, looks like the door servers are all connected up. So, oh, it looks like the guard's even opening it with a key anyway. Fantastic. We have a total of 132 prisoners. Not bad. Not bad at all. Maximum safe capacity, it actually shows you there, of 132. That's good. Maximum capacity only is 76, so we're okay there. And then max sec only we have of 56. So we can have one more prisoner, but we are totally capped out on the maximum sec here. So if we receive any more prisoners, it will just be putting them in these separate cell blocks in the middle there. But we'll see how that goes. Right, I've got a little bit of money, and what I might do is just get myself a bit of foundation and shove it on... Where do we want to put it? It'll have to be... I think I wanted it down the bottom here. Yeah, it's like that. There we go. One there. And then I want another one there. Okay, there we go. I'm going to go up the top and do the same thing here. This is going to be another... This is the separate room for... wrong one there. Or was that right one? No, that's right. There we go. Yeah, that's going to be our... That's going to be our solid... Oh, I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it. You'll be fine. Protective custody. Set it dark. It's probably not going to work. Right. Anyway, danger levels increasing again for food. What I'm going to do is actually go to our We did decrease our bank loan because we can pay that back now. Oh, it looks like we've got some fighting. You can hear it. I'm going to change our meal quantity to high. That's what it is. I changed the meal quantity, and it was okay, but we had a little bit of problem last episode, and it's been slowly building, and I think that's what it is. So we'll change because we only have one meal a day, we'll have to put it up to high. It become a cost-saving solution. I actually briefly mentioned that in the last episode. As soon as you introduce like the whole business thing, basically a monetary incentive to to get more money so you can build more things and you make it a business, then it really does change the game, and you have this sort of duality where you want to run you want to do the best you can, but at the same time, there's money involved, and you think, well, yeah, I can scrimp a little bit there, save a little bit of money there, and it's quite telling, actually. It's quite telling. Anyway, enough waffle. Let's go to our solitary doors. I'm going to shove some solitary doors on these cells. Actually, yeah, I'll have it there, and there. And then what we need to do is have another brick wall there and there, and also at the back there, like so, and then a brick wall there and there. And then we need to have large jail door there and there. And that'll be a separate solitary area. I need to get my perimeter wall done. I should really get on with that. But I've only got, obviously, a limited amount of funds and a limited amount of time because we are getting close to break time with this thing, with the entire prison. But we'll see how that goes. We've got that little bit of wall there, and we don't want it. Or at least what I want is a solitary door there. So if we need to get past, we can, but we need to get past with... I'll get rid of that wall and put a solitary there. Yeah, just so we can get around if we need to. Yeah, something like that. Right. So, yeah, we're getting to a point where we need to get this thing sort of done and finished off. Right, looks like all them cells are put in, and actually working okay. Right, good, excellent. We haven't done a shakedown in a while, so I think I will get on with that. As you can see, our prisoner capacity is 142, and that'll be increased once I do this side. In fact, I might as well plan out that side while I have nothing extra to do. I believe it's a gap of 4. It is a gap of 4 from the wall, so that is fine. So it's a gap of 4 from the wall. There we go, and then it's 4 to there. Now, obviously, we need a 4 on either side, and then it runs right along as much as we can get it, really. So I'm just going to plan it off. I'll know roughly when it's right, and then I'll just stop and check it with the one down below. There we go. I know a couple of people are not really too happy with me putting this in. They like the free and open area, and I actually agree. I like the free and open area, but I thought it was probably a good idea to get some more cells. Yeah, that's about right there. And that starts down the bottom, which means we have to start up the top to make it even. There we go. Yeah, I actually like the free and open area, but then I guess it was a bit of a waste of space. I think the one in the center, this one here, has struck a very nice middle ground. So we've got a nice walkway around here. Not too cramped, not too large, just a nice middle ground. But that one, a bit too big. But I guess, it did look alright. What I was going to do originally is actually put a fence around it. And then in the centre put like a sort of little common room thing, but we actually never really bothered with it. It looks like this common room needs to be extended as well. I know I've been meaning to do that for quite some time. Also been meaning to put on some metal detectors at that area there as well. So you know what? I might get on with that. We're already powered up, so we don't need to put anything in there. So we'll just get our metal detector and shove them in. There we go. There's another $2,000 spent. Quite expensive, but they're very, very good. We're running very high on that power station there. Both of them are running very high capacity, so we'll need to keep an eye on that. Looks like we're finding some more tools and such. How many people are actually working in the workshop? Let's have a quick look at that. Jobs. Looks like we got 17 people in that. That's fantastic. That is very, very good. Just check our programs and we can see there's 3 interested in the workshop safety induction. 22 finished with a 77% pass rate. That's really good. That's really, really good for a high-risk prison. In terms of how well we're doing, grading-wise, I can't tell because only 2 prisoners are being released. We need 10 released. But I think we're doing quite well. I mean, it is... I was going to say volatile, and we do have skirmishes now and again and things like that where it does boot off, but there's been no real major riots. I mean, when we first started the prison, there was some fights that there's been deaths in the prison. I'm not going to say that there isn't, because there definitely has been, but there've been I guess it's not been a real sort of... We've never had a full-on breakdown of system. There's not been something where it's completely and utterly broke, which is always good. Anyway, I'm just going to put these on there. I've put jail doors on there. Oh no, solitary doors. Yes, solitary doors. We definitely need solitary doors on them. Are these ones solitary doors as well? I think they are. Yes, they are. Excellent. Right, okay. Let's put the beds in. Bed there, bed there. Obviously, the mirrored from the other one. That toilet's facing the wrong way. There we go. There's them put in. Then I just need to go to deployment and then to protective custody. And there we go. There's all that as protective custody. Excellent. And the same thing for that one there. Right. I also need to go to shared and make all that shared. Okay. The reason for that is to get to that security station there, we would need to go around that way. Oh, no, we don't, actually. Okay, hang on. Supermax, back to there. No, I think we can handle that. We'll put them to Supermax, and then we'll go to Max Sec and make that Max Sec as well. And these can be Max Sec. We don't need to bother with the center ones. This one needs to be shared, but what we do need to do is put a solitary door on the back there, and then a solitary door on there. And then it means to get to these guys, you can go around that way. Fantastic. Not bad at all. Also means quick and easy access. The reason I'm putting one there is because I don't want people busting through this and then going around the back. Not that it's going to be any problem, you understand, but I'd rather not have it. Anyway, I also want to put a solitary door at the end here as well, just in case people get into this little walkway space. I'm thinking more like the escapists now, rather than anything else. Right. Hang on. Ho 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 ho! Okay then. The dog smelt something here. That's an interesting one, isn't it? Right, okay. Let us dismantle that toilet and dismantle that toilet, because if it's coming from anywhere, it's coming from these two. And as soon as you dismantle them, look, he sniffed it twice there. I think we've got a tunnel here. Ladies and gentlemen, generic viewer, I think we have found that there. We found a tunnel. They're searching it. Nothing there. They've searched it, but we need to dismantle it. So, job in progress. I don't think they're tunneling now. I would assume that it would be that they would connect it up to that one there. Where are the workmen? We've told them to dismantle it. Where are the workmen? What are they doing? Ah, they're carrying metal, that's right. Okay. I sort of understand then. But that's pretty close to the bloody wall there. I don't know how fast they dig, but yeah. We'll see here. See, what we might do is do a shakedown of this entire cell block. See what happens. Because if we find a pickaxe, then we know we've got a problem there. Looks like everybody's gone to sleep, so we might actually do a full shakedown anyway of the entire prison. But obviously we're just waiting. Oh, wooden pickaxe found in this one here. Dismantle that toilet then. We'll rip all the toilets off the wall. I really wish these workmen would speed up, like, because we've got stuff to do. So we're going to keep searching all of these, but that is quite close to the wall there. And I don't know how many they'd be able to get out, but I'm obviously searching all of these people here. If we find any fake heads, we know there might be a bit of bother, but we'll see. There's some poison. There's a workman running around. Don't know what they're doing, though. Right, here we go. Here's one workman dismantling this toilet here. Nobody's in that cell. There we go. There it is. Found it. Bloody hell, that is close as well. Whoa! That is close there, isn't it? That is really close. Wow. Where is the other prisoner then from in here? Let me put that toilet back on. Looks like we found our tunnel. And there's no tunnel over here. Maybe he was planning it. We'll put the toilet back on. But good grief, that's roughly the same place where there was tunnels before. Obviously, we're dismantling that one there as well, but we'll get onto that. What's happened to that guy? Escort to solitary. There we go. Wow. That's an interesting one. I think we need to prioritize this fence. I think we do need to. Let's do we do a shakedown? Yeah. No. Abort the shakedown. We don't need to do the shakedown just yet. Not just yet. I'll force that open for them. Right. Looks like this here is fine. See, the dog patrols on this gap do work. If we didn't have this massive gap, they would have escaped. No problem whatsoever. It's the distance that's doing it for them. Also, the dog obviously smells them and go, yep, I think there's something there, and that has helped us out. Excellent. Haven't seen any others, which is good, but we can't become complacent. Anyway, let me just get some small pipes, and we'll shove some small pipes into here, and obviously that will power it up, but also we're powering up the lag system as well, apparently. There we go. There's that connected up. The pipes are really messy and horrible, I know. But I'm ordering the workmen to get on with the filling in all of these things here. And once that's done, we will really start thinking about this security fence. We might actually put it in specific places, like along this bit here. That would make sense as well. We'll force that open. There we go. We're trying to just remove all of these here. I know people are probably wanting me to get rid of this solitary door and use like I just climb over the fence. There we go. Not very good fence, is it? If you can just dive over the thing. Yeah, having these solitary doors, changing them to why are they not doing them bits there? Changing them to standard doors would probably be better because it will allow me to, you know, people to move faster and freer and such. But we'll see. Anyway, you go to deployment. And then protective custody only on that bit there, that little walkway. And then that bit all the way around is staff only. That's staff only. That is staff only. That is staff only. And there we go. That seems about right. Okay. Visitation sorted. All of them are done. That's staff only. Yeah, I think that's about right. These corner bits here, by the way, I don't know if we'll actually be doing anything with them. I know we've had them for a while, but I don't know if we're going to bother with it. Right. I've ordered that toilet to be put in, but I just don't know what the workmen are doing. Rather, they're just busy messing around. We've got 10 workers, and we always use them. Danger level flying up, as always, for this time in the morning, but we should be alright. What I'm going to do is go to my materials and actually start putting some flooring in. No flooring. What we're going to do is put this bloody perimeter wall in, which is 200 a square, so it's expensive, very expensive. So I'm going to, it says 150 actually. How much can we fit in? There's a big lump in that bit there. There's another big lump, and there's another big lump. That's mainly where they've been digging from, so we'll put that in across there, and then we'll continue going round. Receiving 15,477 generic units of currency per day. Not bad. We will hopefully get a little bit more, because I plan on doing another intake just before we sort of end the series, I think. Another intake just to fill it off, but obviously it would require us to know exactly who we have. Like we need to assign more people to the... there's a tough person. We need to assign people who are tough and fearless and such. Fearless to Supermax. Oh, that's protective custody one. Supermax. There we go. Anyone that's tough and such can go there, because we do have the space for it. Strong, you can go to Supermax as well. Obviously we have all of these rows in the centre that I've got nothing in it. Just checking. That says tough and volatile, I'm pretty sure. Yes, it is. And it's orange as well. So you can gan into that. Get yourself into the MaxSec, mate. Right, I think what we'll do, we'll turn on a couple of these guys here. We'll have a bit of a confidential informant chit-chat and see what they know. Anyway. Danger level, low. 40 prisoners say they're well treated. couple of prisoners have serious complaints. We've got deterrence and punishments handed out. Still a very high supply of narcotics and luxuries. We haven't done our shakedown yet. Food requirement is there, but it's always there. So because we only have one meal a day, but we've knocked it up to even better now. So hopefully it will be fine. I've ordered pipe there, but I don't know what the workmen are actually doing. They're too busy picking up toilets and such. There's the fried eggs and bacon getting done. Good grief, I'd love a fried egg and bacon sandwich right now because I've had nothing to eat. Right, looks like we're having a little chat with Clement, Clem Deliandi. Deliand? The mind hacker. He's a mind hacker. He hacks computers and adds some lolcat pictures and videos to hypnotise his victims. Armed robbery, aggravated burglary and robbery. He's also already done time for trafficking and a bit of the old attempted murder as well. There's a big perimeter wall, scattered with some fencing. That's that's sort of the polar opposites there, isn't it? It's the lowest security fence you can have, and then the biggest, the highest, the toughest, the strongest, the thickest, because that's what that is. It takes a while to put this in, so as you can see, they're getting on with that. As for flooring, I don't know if I'm going to get that done this episode. I really want to prioritise my security fence. I also want to start splitting the regime, which is something I can probably get on with now. So, regime, we've got our maximum security and supermax regime, which is slightly different. Now, we could change this. Obviously, we've got a bit 2 hours of work time here. What I might do, it's actually a lot of work time, isn't it, now with the look of it? We'd have... I guess for Supermax, the difference between Maximum and Supermax will going to be quite different. Oh no, actually very similar. All the sleep and the shower time would be the same. The work time we would have to stagger, but I don't know how we would stagger that. I would have to have eat time here for them. I guess if we were going to split it off, we would have... Assume that maximum security is going to stay as is. The difference between them then would be Supermax would have free time the same, I guess. Or would we give them... Yeah, we'd have to have free time about the same. Then it would be eat time here. Maybe lockdown here. And then again this would be... free. I don't know. That's the problem with having staggered regimes. Because we need at least... Well, we need all the people working in the workshop as that we can, because obviously that's giving us money and such. So, I'll have a think. I'll have a think about that. What do you think actually? What do you think we should do in terms of the regime? Do you think we should stagger it so we have all of our high risk the high risk prisoners, the Supermax prisoners, on lockdown instead of work? But I don't know how many prisoners are actually work in the workshop. Once it comes to that, I'll check. I'll actually see who works in the workshop, because if it's more high security than normal, then we'll have to change that. So far though, the mixed regime is working fine anyway. Well, sorry, it is a mixed regime. It's just one regime for both sets of prisoners, or all sets of prisoners, because we might have protective custody at some point. But yeah, we don't really have any problem with it, I don't think. So we might leave it as the same, which is sort of against the whole idea of this prison in the first place. But yeah, we'll do what we can. We'll do what we can. We're not going to do what we can. We'll do what we need to do. Right. So it looks like they're getting on with this wall. That needs to be opened up there. I could, if I wanted to, have a patrol going up and down here with a dog, patrolling up and down here. But I don't think that's really necessary. I don't think that's... I think it would be a little bit of a waste, to be honest with you. Looks like we found a hammer there in some eggs. Maybe someone was just there wanting to break an egg with a hammer. Who knows? You get some really, really strange people. Anyway, I think we'll leave it there for this episode. We're not doing too bad, although that tunnel is a bit interesting. Next episode, I will do a full search and do a full shakedown of the prison. Make sure there's no contraband lying around. I know that there is, because my needs and the supply and demand telling me that there is. We also need to start thinking about flooring, and I may do something with the regime, but we will see. As always, comments in the comments. Thanks very much for watching, and generic partings.